Calisthenics foundation. If you're looking to get strong at bodyweight calisthenic movements, you need a plan. Maybe you're grinding, training hard every day, but you're not seeing results, you're not getting stronger, and your only plan is to go as hard as you can every day. Story time. I was doing 5 to 10 sets of pull-ups, grinding out sets of dips, but I wasn't seeing progress and I wasn't getting stronger. I was training every day and I did this consistently for 6 to 12 months, non-stop, every day, not a day missed, which led to a lot of burnout and frustration. You need to stress your body, but not too much, where it can recover and get stronger after each session. What I was doing is I was breaking down my body every time, and I was never giving enough time to recover, rebuild, and rebuild stronger from that training. The solution to this is following a structured plan, training 3 to 4 days a week with enough exercise variation that you don't plateau and continue to get stronger, while also giving you the time to work on other things like enjoying life, doing things like running, practicing your handstands, or anything else that you might want to do. So I've designed a calisthenics foundation program giving you the main strength movements, and I'm going to take you through one of these workouts today, showing you the form and technique and how to basically go through it. There'll be a PDF below if you want to follow it as well, but first we have to go to the gym. We're walking today and the weather's not looking too bad. Obviously it's looking a little grey, but let's do this. Alright, the gym turned out to be super busy, so I've switched plan and I'm going to demonstrate everything in the park here. So, first things first, when it comes to this program, so there's 3 things you've got to think about with this program. Number 1, exercise technique. Number 2, modifications and how intense you should be going in each exercise. And then 3, variations. So, basically the way this program is structured is there's going to be 3 exercises in each workout. Exercise 1 is going to be your main exercise for that session. We're going to be going low reps. Then there's going to be a second and third exercise, which are going to be exercise variations, which will be slightly higher and more focusing on different parts of the movement. So I'm going to break down the technique for each of these movements and then also explain variations and modifications you can do. So when it comes to this, you can use bands and you can use weights, and I'll have all of these different variations that you can do in the PDF. But today I'm just going to show you all body weight. But again, you want to be modifying these exercises so that you're getting the desired result. So we're starting with day 1, and the first exercise is going to be pull-ups. When it comes to pull-ups, everyone has a different level of strength. So you can use bands, you can add weight by having like a backpack, or if you've got weights, you can also add those to your pull-ups to change the variation. So I'm just going to show you the technique. We're aiming for 5 to 6 reps for this one. When it comes to pull-up technique, you want to think about keeping the glutes and the legs engaged, trying not to lift the knees or swing through this range of motion. So what it looks like, nice shoulder width position with the hands. From here, you want to visualize breaking the bar, so it's like you're pulling the thumbs towards you, pressing down with the pinkies. This really helps engage through your back muscles and your lats. Then from here, pulling up to the bar, try to bring your chest all the way up and lower back down. Break the bar, pull up and down, all the while keeping glutes and legs engaged through that movement. Really key about that cue of breaking the bar. This helps wrap under the shoulder blade so that when you pull, you can use your back muscles more effectively in your pull-up technique. The second exercise we've got here is dips. So this one is slightly higher reps. We're going 8 reps with a variation. So I'll explain more about what a variation is, but first we're going to go over technique. So again, you can use a band under the knees, and there will be video showing how to do that as well. At the top of the dip, you want to slightly lean the chest forwards, and as you bring the shoulders down slightly, you do want to avoid the elbows coming behind the wrist. This is going to place more like strain on your shoulders, so you want to keep it forward, so it's almost like a push-up position here, going down to 90 degrees or slightly lower, and then pressing back up. What you want to avoid is trying to stay really straight and then the elbows going back and pressing from here. The reason being is most people experience more shoulder pain when they do that, versus if you bring the shoulders more forwards, it emphasizes your chest more, chest and front shoulder, and doesn't cause that pain. So one more demonstration there. Coming into this top support position, shoulder comes forwards and press back up. Next thing you have to think about once you've got that technique is the variation. So what a variation is basically the same movement with either a tempo or a pause. So you can choose which one you want to do. It's programmed in week to week and you can kind of mix and match. What is a tempo? What is a pause? Example of a pause rep. Coming to the top, lowering all the way down, hold for 1 to 2 seconds, press straight back up. And again, normal tempo, hold at the bottom and press. This really works that bottom range of motion, developing that strength there, as this is often the hardest part. This is why it's a variation. Tempo, how it looks. Starting at the top, lowering for 1, 2, 3, and then back up. 1, 2, 3. Repeating that. 1, 2, 3, and straight back. 1, 2, 3, like so. So this emphasizes different parts of the movement and keeps you getting strong through the whole range. On day 2, dips, handstand push-ups will be first. Alright, the final one is a single leg squat. So I'm going to show you a few different modifications for this and technique as well. With the feet shoulder width, and then you bring one foot forwards and in front, lifting that just off the ground. Some people lift it all the way to 45, but it's not necessary for this. You can just lift it off the ground as far as is comfortable. First thing you're going to focus on is the break. What this means is the hips will go back at the same time that the shoulder and chest goes forwards. This is counterbalancing and it allows you to sit down and come straight back up in this position. A lot of people try and just stay straight all the way and then they can't squat. You need to let the hips go behind and you need to let the shoulder come forwards. You want to think about keeping the back nice and flat the whole time as you do this. You're not rounding through this. Back is flat, chest goes forwards, hips go back, pressing straight up in this position. As you've noticed, I'm doing this onto a bench, so it's higher than the ground. As you get more comfortable, you can go lower and lower. Example here, next level down, same cues. Hips go back, chest goes forwards, all the way down, straight back up. And eventually you can do this without either in this position, going all the way down and all the way back up. There is the hardest variant. And then finally you can add weight to that movement as well to really up level this. So the way this program works is each day there's a focused movement. Example, day 1 is pull-ups, day 2 is handstand push-ups, day 3 is single leg squat. We're going to be doing each exercise on each day, but on the first one is going to be your hardest version, and this is always going to be lower reps, and then you're building the reps up for the second and third exercise. This way it keeps your body from plateauing, and we have variation on each day, but also a focus on a specific movement to really get stronger at that, and you really emphasize that in each workout. I'm back home now. That was day 1 of the workout program. Comment below if you're going to give it a try, and if you do, let me know how it goes. And with that, I really appreciate you watching and taking the time out of your day to, again, watch this video. Subscribe if you want to see more content, and I'll see you in the next one.